The world is entering a new kind of Cold War, not over land, ideology, or borders, but over the microchips that run modern civilization. Every AI model, every smartphone, every missile system, every satellite, every data center, they all depend on advanced semiconductors. And more than 90% of those cutting-edge chips come from one place, a small island in the Pacific, Taiwan. If the 20th century was shaped by oil, the 21st will be shaped by silicon. This is the story of the Tech Cold War, a global struggle for chips, supply chains, and technological power. For decades, the semiconductor world ran on a fragile balance. The United States led chip design. NVIDIA, AMD, Apple, Qualcomm, Taiwan, and South Korea built the most advanced chips. China manufactured the world's electronics. Europe supplied the tools, led by ASML. Each region played a role. No single country controlled the entire chain. And for a long time, this arrangement worked. Efficiency increased, costs dropped, global trade flourished. But the rise of AI changed everything. Suddenly, chips weren't just components. They became strategic assets, the fuel for military intelligence, energy grids, finance, communication, and national security. The world's most important technology was built in the world's most politically sensitive location. The Tech Cold War revolves around a three-way power struggle. The United States leads in chip design, software, AI research, and semiconductor equipment, but relies heavily on Taiwan to manufacture its most advanced chips. China, the world's electronics factory, but still technologically dependent. It imports over $300 billion of chips a year, more than it spends on oil. Billion of chips a year, more than it spends on oil. Taiwan, home to TSMC, the most advanced chip manufacturer on Earth. No other company comes close. This triangle defines the global balance of power, and each country wants to close its vulnerabilities. TSMC manufactures the world's leading-edge chips: 5 nanometers, 4 nanometers, 3 nanometers, and soon 2 nanometers. These chips power Apple's A series and M series, NVIDIA's GPUs, AMD's Ryzen and EPYC, Qualcomm's Snapdragon, US military systems, and Google and Amazon's custom AI processors. Without TSMC, modern AI training slows to a crawl. Smartphones regress years. Cloud infrastructure stalls. Defense technology falls behind. TSMC is not just a foundry. It is the global bottleneck of advanced computing. And everyone, including China, depends on it. China has one major vulnerability. It cannot manufacture cutting-edge chips at scale. Huawei's latest chips are impressive, but still produced using older 7 nanometers class processes and in limited volumes. China's top foundry, SMIC, is roughly 8-10 years behind TSMC and Samsung in high-end manufacturing. China is blocked from buying the tools needed to advance. The Dutch company ASML sells the world's only EUV lithography machines. The machines required for 5 nanometers, 3 nanometers, and 2 nanometers chips. The United States, Japan, and the Netherlands restrict China from purchasing them. Without EUV, China cannot reach leading-edge manufacturing. China is investing hundreds of billions to close the gap. But without advanced equipment, progress will be slow and expensive. This is China's central strategic frustration. The United States approaches the Tech Cold War differently. Instead of trying to catch up, it's trying to stay ahead. Through export controls, the CHIPS Act, and technology bans, the U.S. is limiting China's access to AI accelerators, advanced lithography machines, EDA software, leading-edge manufacturing tools. These controls are not about economics. They're about preventing China from acquiring the hardware needed for AI dominance or military parity. In modern conflict, chip capability matters as much as troop count. The most valuable technology in this Cold War isn't a missile system, it's an AI processor. NVIDIA's H100 and H200 GPUs have become geopolitical assets. Countries are stockpiling them like oil reserves. Corporations treat them as intellectual weapons. China wants these chips, but US export controls block them. So Chinese firms are buying older models, repackaged chips, and whatever alternatives they can source. Meanwhile, US companies are racing to build the next generation. NVIDIA Blackwell, AMD Instinct MI300 Knight, Google TPU v6, AWS Trainium and Inferentia, Apple's neural architectures, Qualcomm Orion AI processors. The real competition is not for consumers, it's for computational power. The more compute a country has, the more capable its AI systems become. This is the new arms race. A military conflict over Taiwan would disrupt more than supply chains. It would destabilize the global economy. TSMC's fabs are incredibly delicate. If shut down for even hours, contamination could destroy entire production lines. No TSMC means no leading-edge iPhone chips, no NVIDIA AI accelerators, no advanced server CPUs, no modern military electronics event, no new cloud data center expansions. Some capacity exists in the US and South Korea, but nowhere near enough to replace Taiwan's scale. Global markets would enter freefall. This is why Taiwan is often called the world's silicon shield. Its importance protects it and makes it a target. While the US and China dominate headlines, Europe holds the most critical choke point in the semiconductor supply chain. ASML, a Dutch company, is the sole supplier of EUV lithography machines, the core technology behind 5 nanometers, 3 nanometers, and 2 nanometers chips. These machines require 100,000 components kitchen, 40 shipping containers, 3 Boeing 747 to transport, and precision measured in atoms. Without ASML's EUV machines, no country can manufacture cutting-edge chips. Not even the US can build one without European components. This gives Europe outsized leverage in the tech Cold War. Even if it does not aim to wield it, the tech Cold War is not about territory. It's about technological self-sufficiency and strategic dependence. The world is entering an era where semiconductors matter more than oil. AI capability defines geopolitical influence. Control of lithography shapes national power, and supply chains are becoming battlegrounds. The US wants to protect its lead. China wants to eliminate its vulnerabilities. Taiwan wants to survive between giants. And the rest of the world is caught in the middle. This conflict won't be won with armies, but with fabs, lithography tools, and nanometer advantage. The tech Cold War has already begun. But the outcome is still being written in silicon, software, and strategy. The question is not who controls the land, but who controls the compute.